Jet! Hear me? Jet! Putting your nose in other people's business ain't nice! You picked the wrong side!
What have you and your friends got against the Finnegans?
I got no gripe. My boss sent me over.
Ah, and where's he set up?
You can't miss it. There's always black smoke rising from the courtyard of that building.
That will help us smoke.
Be at ease, Master Cormac. We are friends. The Finnegans were worried you might take matters into your own hands. I am Colonel George Monroe.
Colonel?
I came to help, but I see I am late. Thank you for dealing with these foul criminals. They were a blight on New York.
What do you care? You redcoats are nothing but landlords. The townsfolk here are grinding away, trying to make a living.
I cannot blame you for having that impression. Some of my comrades have been less than helpful. But I take a different approach.
And what is that?
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Master Cormac.
Here. Reclaim what they have stolen. Now let us use some of that money for the good of the city. I realize you have no reason to trust me, Master Cormac.
You said you were a friend of the Finnegans.
I am. Their late son worked for me. You are much like him.
How so?
He cared, and he wanted to do good by the people. We shared a dream, he and I, that of making the world a better place. Mere survival is not enough. Full bellies, warm clothing. Freedom from want is the greatest freedom of all.
It almost sounds like you have goodwill towards the people you govern.
I do not govern, Master Cormac. I merely assist. See this neglected edifice, Master Cormac? We can make it better. Urban renewal is a new science, but one that has already proven effective on the continent. I've arranged for resources. Use them to improve that building.
work.
The neighborhood will be much better now.
I suspect New York will prosper under your watch, Master Cormac. You can do great things for this city and its citizens.
We're ready
After
and
all,
willing to do...
a man needs purpose. Farewell for now, Master Cormac.
Everything must go!
Shay, Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Do you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old...
Oh, 'twould be a shame to miss that.
This should slow your flight. Stop! I have a clear shot! Ready to open fire! Have got a good line on it. Together, my brothers and sisters! Fly! I see him! Let him think he's losing us. Just a fight. Territory without our permission.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
The Morrigan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but Must go fetch her back from those louts.
Wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter. Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
I'm so glad I'll be the last thing you see. Now you see me? Now you die! Now! Death from above!
Come back here right now! No mother!
I got you, boy!
Time to die.
Now you see me?
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid!
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe, not sign me up in the army.
No, Shay. But I admire the Colonel's ideas. Want to make them happen.
What kind of ideas?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia of you.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
We're bearing down on those rocks, Captain!
Haul in the stunsails!
In good health, I see.
Yeah, thanks to the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
Captain Hassan!
What sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned. Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. There's something in the water, or in the whiskey.
Now why do you say that, Master Cormac?
I think Shay here is skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand, but there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Anchor away!
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
Je suis venu. Je sais. Étonnant. Double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Charles, remplace rien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. Charles, tu remplaces Terrien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Je vais la voir. Marche dans un couloir. À moi, soldat!
I use most right now.
Donc je me suis enrôlé.
Innocent, ne faites pas de mal. Meurtrier forcément dans les parages.
Pas d'abrutis ici. Merde, l'alarme. Halte. Un cercueil est prêt. Je suis prêt à faire feu. Bien essayé. Un jour, je pense pouvoir agir selon son bon plaisir. Il va avoir une mauvaise surprise.
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful... Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain's help!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. But we will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig
There's our
in.
target! Knock her down like a game of ninepins!
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel says!
Horsemen, sir! Hooray! On your mark, Captain! We're heading for a crash, sir!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Red ships! And it's not just the one ship, Captain!
Fire! Fire! That's not safe! Get me some speed! Fire!
They're firing a volley! They hit us!
Fire!
Ready to fire, sir! Taking a hit, sir! Still reloading!
Fire! Oh no, they flew off!
The wind is picking up!
They're firing a volley!
Just the main street! Fire! Fire! On tops! There's the gallant surprise!
Damage here! Ready to fire, Captain! Cannon ready! They are firing at us that time! Straight to the deep! Good Trim to!
Loose the mains!
Loose all! Let's move!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
Reef it on tops! All sail! Shall take it!
Loose sails! Let's catch
Trim
the
the
wind!
yards off the wind!
Superb! Now find the fort commander!
Captain is swimming!
Arrête! Arrête!
Allez, ne vous laissez pas distancer! Il cherche à fuir! Comment je peux le toucher? Ah, il nous aimera pas! Toi, aïe!
Le chasseur.
Shay, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.